everybody, it's the Modern Day Nana. Hey guys, I am working on some things today. Oh my goodness, I have been painting, I have been repotting plants. I'll show you some of those later. But today I want to remake this globe. Now I've got this little globe. You know, it's not a full size, like a kind of a decorative one. And honest to goodness, I don't remember what was on this originally. I think it was my granddaughter's. And when she graduated from high school, it looks like I just decoupaged some napkin or something over it and spray painted it white. And we had people write on it, but she doesn't want it. Long story short, I asked her, I sent her a picture, I'm like, do you want this? She's like, no. You know me, I mean, oh my gosh, I'd be hanging on to it, but, you know, anyway. So, I thought, okay, shoot, let's make it back into some facsimile of a globe for our Light Academia vintage bridal shower that we're going to be doing. So I went out in the shed and dug out. I've got like 3 of these, and these are great to pick up at the thrift store. Okay, I found, like right off the bat, I think which will be a good one. It might be a little bit small, but it was just a, oh, here, I got it upside down. It was just a picture of the world. And I think we might be in luck to get this pretty closely to fit without having to do anything. We could paint this, but I mean, I don't think we need to make our work any harder than, you know, necessary. So I just have a good old bottle of school glue, probably, might be Dollar Tree. And I cut out a couple little circles, and I thought we would just, because this will be, oh, is it clear? No, I think it's just where it's old as the hills, although I don't think it's ever been used. So I am just gonna glob the glue on now. We could get a paintbrush and do this, but oh man, look, told you it was old. It is old. Maybe it's been somewhere where it's cold or something. But, you know, never fear. I think we can still use it enough. I'm just going to squirt out the whole thing. I just scrubbed this table out here because I had plants from the house, and I've still got, ooh, yeah. I've still got a big aloe vera in there that needs to be repotted. I'm just going to kind of goo this down. I mean, waste not, want not, guys. I am a mess. It is hot. Woo-dee. I even laid down on the, I showed you guys in one of the boho things, I laid down over on the lounge. Well, it's like a glider. It's an old glider I showed you guys, but it lays out into a bed, and yeah, that's been a thing. So we got that all done, and anyway, I laid it out and laid down in the sun for a while. Flipped over at some point. I was listening to a book on tape called I'm just having quite the time here, guys. It was called, it said, don't ask the question, what's the matter with them, but what happened to you? There we go. So I think the name of the book, I got it on Audible. I think the name of the book was What Happened to You. It was Oprah and some guy. I don't think I've mentioned it before. You know, he was like the main guy that's done all the research and all that, but some really good points. Anyway, oh my God, look at me. You know what though, I just so happened, because I went out and got a new bowl of water, so I actually do have a way to clean my hands a little bit here. Well, there's that bottle of glue. But see, there again, guys, you know, if you don't use your stuff, it goes bad. So we gotta get it and use it. I'm just gonna wipe my hands on my dress here. Okay, let's find. These are just little circles I cut out. Let's find the top. And what I'm gonna do, you know what? I've got a basket, and we're gonna do something with this basket, but it's not gonna hurt it to get. Hold on a second. Let's use this one. It's not gonna hurt it to get gunked up, okay? And all I did was I cut little slits all the way around, okay? So see, then it would fit on here and not bunch up on us. Okay, well, this is handy, kind of like a whole decoupage right here. It's so nice and warm out, so we'll just be able to leave it sit out here. So I did the same thing here. I just took and put slits all the way around it because I wanted it to be able to go on, and I am just going to lay it down where I think we need it. Hey, good. All right. And I'm just going to kind of, I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect, guys. But what I was thinking, I talked to my daughter, and she works at the place where we're going to have the bridal shower, and she said they generally set up like max 8 tables, I think, in the studio where we're having it. Now here I might have to just take a scissor. Like I said, this is certainly not accurate. And fold it down. Anyway, she said they set up 8 tables that will seat 8, that, you know, you could squeeze in a little more. So I did not send out the invitations. I don't know how many they sent. But I'm hoping they have a pretty good turnout, even if we had like, you know, 30, 40 people. It's the only one we're having for the couple, and it's a couple shower, so it's guys and gals. This one is no kids, which, you know, I'd be a little hesitant to do myself because you don't want to end up offending somebody, you know what I mean? But the wedding is kids. Lord, half the wedding party is kids, so that'll be a ton of fun. All the grandkids. Okay, now wait a minute. Okay, here's the bottom. God, what a mess, you guys. All right, I think this is going to work. See, you know, you just never know. I've had those atlases for ever and a day. Please let it work. Oh, man, look. So close. gross. All right, well, we're going to have to do something else. That's all right. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's pretty good. It's covering a lot of it. Anyway, but yeah, my girls are really the ones that have all the kids, so, and they were the ones that are like, yeah, no kids. So I was like, well, that's cool. We're going to do some fun stuff. I got to get on some things today. I don't want to say in case they watch it, because but I've got a couple of fun ideas. When I get them sorted out, I will show you. All right, look at this. Yeah. Big old goo of glue on there. Okay, now, shoot. Well, there were definitely other maps. Obviously, it's an atlas. Huh. Okay, like I said, wiping my hands on my dress. All right, let's see here. Let's look over here and see what we got. We could just do blue water. Oh, hold on. Did I not even get all the places? Here's Australia, but it looks really huge. Yeah, this is just a bigger. Let's just do, I mean, it's obviously not in any way, shape, or form correct, but let's just do, but these are vibrant and pretty. I don't know how old this is. I could look at the copyright, but it's plenty old. And we will just, let's see, how big of a strip do we need? So yeah, I've been getting my, just kind of was trying to get my vintage junk together. My mom passed away about 4 months ago now. And I haven't even been over to the storage unit. I'm paying for a storage unit, which, you know, but I just haven't had time to get it cleaned out and or, right, what am I going to do with all the stuff? And it was in a real rush to get the house cleaned out, so the kids helped me, and I basically told them, if it's not nailed down, throw it in a box, and I'll go through it. So you can imagine. All right, voila! Oh, here's a part on the back. Well, that was easy. So now we will just let this dry, and we'll see what it looks like, and we will put it back in its stand. I have the top and the bottom. Oopsie. And this will make a cute vignette. We could pair it with, actually we could pair it with some of these atlas books. I'll show you. I've got 3 of them. I've got kind of like, they're kind of like coffee table books. All right, there we go. All right, well, we made short work of that. Let me get back to you, and I'll get some stuff together, and we'll put it into a vignette, okay? Okay, guys, so here's a cute idea for this one, and I was just going to do some little vignettes for the tables and try to make them vintage. So we just have a couple of books. Old one is photographs, and one is the atlas book that we got the map out of. It's a little rough, but it will certainly serve our purpose. It's basically just for the night. That is kind of the gist. I'm kind of going for this light academia, so I thought the globe would be cute, and the books. And that right there, I feel like, is a centerpiece. And so I probably won't do like fresh flowers. I'll probably do all these plants that I've been planting. let me, real quick, let me show you. Look how great this girl is. I got the foam head at the thrift store, and I just hollowed out the top. I painted it black, then I painted it with that stone spray paint, and then I dumped cinnamon all over it. And that's the same way we made our ornaments for Christmas. So then I just shook cinnamon all over it, and then I just sprayed a clear coat satin over the top of it and stuck the plant in there. Now I did go ahead and stick the plant down in the foam head. I just cut it out. It was solid, and I put a few pebbles in it and the plant. And she is adorable. Now that little wooden stand, I painted it with the stone and then sprinkled it with cinnamon too, and then put a clear coat on it. So I just did all that together. I love her. I'll probably use her in one of the vignettes too, because I think that light academia lends itself to like statuary, that kind of stuff. But so we'll get some more vignettes going. I just wanted to show you this one. Let me quick show you some of the plants I did. Now this little guy I got at the thrift store, and this is just one of the aloe vera that I pulled apart. Look how precious this little guy is, and this has just got a little succulent and some moss. That is definitely vintage, and it was my mom's. Definitely vintage. Look how precious. And I just put a little succulent in there. Just stuck it right down in the pot. Oh, here, you can't see it that well. Isn't he cute? See the puppy? He does have a little tip of his ear off, which I could put some paint on that. I did that. So, yeah. I wanted to show you this, too. I think this rock was my mom's. You know, it's like one of those faux rocks. And honest to goodness, you guys, oh, here. Honestly, I didn't like the saying on it. The saying was, I don't grow anything in my garden but tired, which I know is cutesy, but I didn't like that, and so I just actually had my son do it, and poked a piece of it out, and it was just hollow inside, and just put some dirt in there, and one of those little succulents, and I thought that would be cute. Alright, I did a bunch others, but you get the point. So, yeah, if you need to separate your plants, you know, just find some cool pots at the thrift store. You know, be creative, and or you know, something off the beaten path like the foam head. So yeah. Hey guys, okay, so I got some more junk together, and I like this arrangement better, so let me just show you real quick what all we've got. Now, I told you I transplanted a bunch of flowers, so I just pick these pots up when I see them. They don't have drainage, so you have to put some rocks or something in the bottom, so when you water it, you know, it doesn't rot your roots. But also, these really need to be inside or covered, because if it rains a ton, then it's just going to soak. It's happened to me before where it's rotted. But anyway, so yeah, I've got quite a few of these just little stone things I picked up at the thrift store. The camera, you know, I'm not sure. I've had it forever. It's probably a thrift store thing. It's the only one I've got. But anyway, we're going for the light academia, right? Now, these candle holders, I got a bunch of them last year, and I used them on the boho patio. So they're perfect. The one I just put a candle in, and the other one, I found this magnifying glass. It's just plastic, but I thought it went with the theme. And I just, to hold it up, I put some just of the many marbles that my mom had collected. This cute little compass was just a thrift store find. Is that not precious? The doily underneath, the same. Most of this stuff is thrifted. And then, oh, all of these are old National Geographics, like early 1900s. Let's see if we can find a January 1929. How cool are those? I've got more than that actually, but I thought that made a good stack of books. So then, oh, look at this. This was in my mom's stuff when Grandma went to Pikes Peak. And it's like a whole booklet of postcards of Pikes Peak, but it is old. She just brought it home, I guess. And then, yeah, we have the globe that I think, hi guys, I think turned out super cute for what we did. I had quite a mess going there, didn't I? But anyway, so I'm thinking I really want to keep this. I got sidetracked. I started doing all kinds of crazy stuff, digging out all kinds of stuff, and I you know, I was like thinking the vintage, I'll just, you know, I'll do vintage. Well, you can definitely do some vintage like I'm doing here, but I think for the Light Academia, first of all, we need to keep it kind of library-ish if we can. This is the only globe I've got, but I'll show you the other vignettes later, and I'm just going to do these on the tables. I'll have 6 to 8 tables to decorate, and I'm not planning on getting flowers. I mean, I've got all kinds I could pick from outside, but maybe I'll do some bouquets other places, unless I trade the plant for a vase and some flowers. That's, I think, about all I'm going to do. So I think I'm just going to put this whole vignette in a box and have it ready for when we have the shower. Okay, guys? So, all right, I just wanted to show you this because this is a much better version, I feel like, of what I was thinking and going for. Okay, I'll see you soon with more. All right, it's the Modern Day Nana. Bye.